Who are you? Yarrow, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage. Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth. Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way. Well, Yarrow, that's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends. Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died. No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe, very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever. Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could. Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me. Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Lorem Waterblade. Underneath all this there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it, because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary. Yes, of course.
Huh? Can I help you? What? You mean apart from frenzied animals, hordes of living dead lurking through the wilderness and this whole red madness thing? No, none. Just be careful when you're outside the walls. Well, I know this old alchemist woman from the nobles' quarter has been getting on the guard's nerves for weeks. Something about her son, I think. You could pay her shop a visit and see what she needs. Maybe that'll stop her from bothering us. Blazes, why do travelers always think I'm here to answer their questions? But, well, let me think. You should take a look at the beach right behind Merrick's farm. The tides wash all kinds of plunder ashore. You should go armed, though. There's a lot of king's crabs around. Huh? Can I help you?
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Maybe not.
We always go too easy.
Did you look at the shrine yet? Are you drunk? Come on, you can do better. Look at that. A lonesome traveler. You shouldn't have come here.
Now look at that. The controversial recruit? So, how are you?
Fine, I guess. Why are you asking?
lucky hit. Just a scratch. Ah.
Sorry. I know. I can't sing. Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck? Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck? Interesting. I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest. Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help. But the Order will definitely be interested in these letters. Well done. That just leaves the old man in the village. Well, well. That's interesting. Good work. That should be all we need then. Splendid. I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me. I present a Star People's lock, and I bet my buttocks we'll find another answer behind that door over there. Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles, but they can be picked, though that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts. Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar, who knows a little trick. You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready? Splendid. Here are the sticks. All right, go! slow. We'll try it again. Brilliant! We're really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we? I present a Star People's lock. Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles, but they can be picked, but that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts. Keep your chin up. I present a Star People. Doesn't surprise me. This kind. Normally, yeah. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. I present a Star People's lock. I bet my buttocks we'll find another answer behind that door over there. Keep your chin up. I present a Star People's lock. And I bet my buttocks we'll find another answer behind that door over there. Keep your chin up. I present a Star People's lock. Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock. Normally, yeah. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you can use. They'll break. So I'd say you do the run. Splendid. All right, go! We're really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we? Ugh. A fire elemental. Not a weak one. This Yarrow knew about magic, that's for sure. That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be. I suppose that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage. Well, burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now. Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey. The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants. Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts, and there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole last journey thing was begun. And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave? Let's take a look around and see if we find anything.
Beloved Sira, this is my last letter. In it, I ask for forgiveness, for it was I who murdered you. No, of course, it wasn't me who held the knife, but it was me who infected you with my fallacy. The fallacy that the world wants to be saved. It doesn't. Yes, Sira, there's still a part of me who refuses to believe these words, even as I write them. But just one look is enough to prove me a fool. We have so much, yet we are never content. We could make peace, yet we choose war. We embrace hatred over love. And no, Sira, there is no hope, no silver
What's that?
lining.
Let me see. A tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say. Well, I think that should suffice. Well, what should I think about it? Yarrow was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville. I think that if we all just spent less time thinking about other people's problems, whores would have fuller purses, breweries emptier barrels, and tyrants fewer minions willing to cut their throats open for the one true God or the one true nation. Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
I hope the new turnips come soon.
You just have to live with it.
Oh, just where did I put it?
Walk blessed. All you'll ever need. But please, take a look. Walk blessed.
Yeah, that should be it.
Oh. 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 I sense vibrations. Horrible. Oh, yes. Your aura. It is... It must be a magical anomaly. But you're lucky. I, just like you, find myself in deep... yes, of course.
Office bless your travels.
Really
Yes, of course. Fair. Oh.
Yes? Monsieur?
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Please, sit down.
Oh, hello there.
Newborn in his eyes, no place could keep him. He yearned for the skies. He abandoned the way that Malthus foresaw.
Now, if it isn't my new pal, how about a sip of wine?
And he strayed in the void.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myra's injured, so we'll have to go by foot. Oh, right, you wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrids are giant flying creatures, quite nasty when wild and quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrid towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers and their myriads can take it from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's myriad's injured, so we'll have to walk. Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. Up to now, you've seemed more like the close combat type to me. In battle, I mean. Am I right? I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful. The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while. You're welcome. Then off we'd go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Welcome. What can I do for you? Oh, a bit of this and that. The roast rabbit is really good. Take a look for yourself. Safe travels.
Is it important?
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Hello.
Another walk. Blessed eye. There is. It may not be the palace of the Golden Queen, but it is comfy, lice-free, and affordable. What do you say? Wonderful. I'll open up the room for you. Sleep soundly. Aye, there is. It may not be the palace. Wonderful. I'll open up the for you. Sleep soundly.
Like no one ever had. Beautiful and proud. The ruler of the Undercity. When the night closed in, she stayed sleepless until dawn. Men ate her beasts. They visited her chamber. Anyone who quaffed and knew no shame could join her feast. empty, cold and sore. Yet she craved for more and more. So virtue left in her and nothing left to lose. No matter who attended her, she raised her chalice in the air. Anyone could fill it, her thirst would never cease.
Tell them that already.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Way too easy.
that. Some traveler. Some folks just never learn. You fucking scout.
Lucky.
Now, come on. Don't make it so easy. Hang on a second. Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation. Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eridan left Narim. The order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one. Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us. Still alive? Good. Let's go. We shouldn't waste any more time.
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Come over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Olvar, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here. Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
What, I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass, give him a knuckle sandwich, smack him in the gob, spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean. Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, my friend.
Bloody idiot.
all you've got?
Oh, shit.
Next time you won't get away so easy, you hear me?
Easy. Who'd you learn that from, your grandmother?
All you got?
That's all you've got.
From you! Ha! Like the bite of a flea.
What? As you wish.
No! What? That's all you've got? Next time you won't get away so easy, you hear me?
Lucky hit. All you
lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Like the fleet. Lucky hit. That's all you got.
Shit! This is getting ugly.
Lucky.
You fucking scum! You'll pay for that! Next time you won't get away so easy, you hear me?
Like the bite of a flea. That's all you got. That's all you got. Lucky hit. That's all you got.
That's all you got.
Shit! This is getting ugly.
That's all you got.
Now, come on. Don't make it so easy.
Lucky hit.
You fucking scum! You'll pay for
Just
that! That's all you got. No!
Flank him.
Now look at that. A lonesome traveler. Some folks just never learn.
Just a scratch.
Places. We need to put an end to this. Now! Shit! This is getting ugly!